Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Desmond here with tips and tricks, and today we are actually going to be working on my 2016 Toyota Corolla LE that I'm leaning up against currently right now. And what we are doing, just as you see is in the title, we are going to go ahead and give this car spark plug change, basically a tune-up on it. I bought this car with 34,000 miles on it because I use this for business. I put a lot of miles on it. So right now it's sitting at 128,000 miles, which roughly is about 100,000 miles since I bought the car from the dealership. So being that I don't, I'm quite sure it's well overdue to go ahead and get these spark plugs changed, because even if they changed them beforehand, it's approaching 100,000 miles on these spark plugs, and they probably should have been changed at 90,000 miles. If not, it's actually at 128,000 miles on the original spark plugs that were put into this car from the manufacturer. And either way, because I am getting lost power, and sometimes you can feel it kind of cut back, gives you kind of an idea that maybe you have bad fuel, but it's not. It's just, it needs a tune-up. So we're gonna go ahead and get the old spark plugs out of here, put some new spark plugs in here, so we can keep this car running for more years to come, more miles to come. Now, with that being said, what do you need to do this job? You actually need spark plugs, which I actually have a set of spark plugs. Unfortunately, they didn't have any NGKs in, so I went to AutoZone and I bought some Autolite iridium plugs for the car, which cost me like $7.99 a plug. It's 4 of them because it's a 4-cylinder vehicle. You're gonna need a 10mm socket to actually unbolt the actual spark plug wire that you actually put onto your top of your wire when you go to put them down into the motor. And then you're going to need a spark plug socket to actually remove the spark plugs from there. And I'll go into more detail showing you what everything looks like as we go throughout the video, guys. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and get right into it and show you how to properly change your spark plugs in your 2015 and up Toyota Corolla. It might go for Corollas earlier. Pretty much any Toyota earlier that has 4 cylinders is not rocket science, guys. We're just changing out freaking spark plugs. So let's get right into it, guys. All right, here we are, guys. I've gone on and took the liberty of taking the cover off, which is very dirty. This will be getting a cleanup today. I actually haven't cleaned under the hood in this car in a little while, but here's where we're looking at. These are your coil packs for your spark plug, which is pretty much how they got it set up. You kind of can't get this wrong, but still, when you take them out, you might want to just take them out one at a time, so there won't be any scuttlebutt of you putting the wrong coil pack back on the wrong plug and having a misfire. Like I said, it is very dirty in here. The car is getting an oil change today as well, but these are your 10mm sockets that you're going to have to remove right here to go ahead and remove the coil packs. We'll go ahead and remove those, and I'll be right back with the next part of this video, guys. All right, guys, we are back, and as you can see, I have removed each one of the coil packs. Now, these two were pretty easy to come out, and as you see, just like so, this one goes here, this one goes there. Now, this one was a little hard to remove because the little balance piece right here is in the way. So what I did is, they actually have a little clip right there that you can actually remove the coil pack. And so what I did is I took it off of there. It has it sitting up there. So of course, this one corresponds with this one. And then on here, I actually removed this clip so it could give me leverage to pull this coil pack out from the fourth one, which is right there. So now that we have those out, the next thing is to actually get the spark plugs out of the hole. Which, the thing is, guys, if you're gonna remove these spark plugs, you don't want to do it with the car completely hot. You don't want to do it with the car completely cold. And the reason why you don't is because you don't want to run the risk of breaking the spark plug off in the shaft, and then it's a complete nightmare to try to get that out. And especially because of the fact that Toyota has the motor that sits so far back there that you really can't look down in there if you had to go in there and try to fish the broken half of a spark plug out of those deep holes. So all right guys, I'm gonna go ahead and go find my spark plug socket and pull those out. All right, update guys, this is the spark plug socket. It is a 5/8. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and plug that in and take those spark plugs out. All right guys, I have removed the spark plugs. Now let me give you guys an update on some things I had to do. The cowl, which is right here, I actually had to remove part of it just because it kind of got in the way for me actually getting the extension down in the shafts to remove the spark plugs. I'm actually going to pull this stuff out the way because I'd hate for that to drop down in there. And next thing is actually the spark plug socket, which is this one, the 5/8, is too thick. It won't get down in the shaft. So what I did was I needed a size 14mm socket, which is right here, guys. So I actually got my 14mm socket, and as you guys know, maybe they do, maybe they don't. I'm not sure. I didn't feel like driving to the store to get one. Don't come for changing spark plugs. I'm quite sure that maybe there is one, but I didn't feel like going to the store to get another one. So this is what I did, guys, is I actually used this Allen wrench to help push the rubber grommet out of this shaft here on my 5/8 socket, and then I turned around and shoved it into the 14mm socket so that I can be able to pull the spark plugs out with no problem. Here are the spark plugs that I removed, which are some crappy Denso spark plugs. And as you can see, guys, yeah, those spark plugs have ran the gambit, which proves my theory that these bastards never changed the spark plugs the time that the car was brand new. So that would definitely explain as to why I was getting poor performance and not pulling off from the line smoothly, or getting a consistent idle, so to say, at the light. So anyhow, guys, those are the spark plugs that I removed. I went to my local AutoZone and I picked up some auto lights, which I'm not a big fan of these. I would rather have NGKs, but didn't have any NGKs in stock, so these came highly recommended. So these are the ones that I'm going to go ahead and start putting back into the car, guys. So like I said, once again, everything's removed. I'm gonna go ahead and put these in here, and I will be back, guys. All right, before I start putting everything back in, I want to go ahead and show you guys right quick. Here is the new spark plug right here. Here's the old one. See what I mean? Done, 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 done. I'm surprised the car haven't cut off on my ass driving, with it being that bad. So all right, guys, we'll go ahead and install these new plugs. We'll come on back. All right, guys, we are back, and the new plugs are already in. It is super dark in there, so you really can't see, but the new plugs are fully installed in there now. So the only thing you have to do is, in reverse order, is put your coil packs in and bolt them down. I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and I'll be right back with you guys. All right, guys, there you have it. I have the plugs back in. The coil packs are back in and all buttoned up. Everything is in line like it came out originally, so it won't be any misfires when I crank up. Won't be any shuddering or anything like that. Now, next things on the agenda with this car is to fill up some fluid. Brake fluid's kind of low, coolant's kind of low, and it's really good and dirty, and it's due for oil change, guys. So we're gonna go ahead and take care of that stuff, guys. But for the purpose of this video, we are done. and I am about to be out. So guys, if this video gave you some benefit to help you fixing your car, make sure you go ahead and give me that thumbs up. Also, click on the subscribe button on my channel so that you can get my content as I put it out, and make sure that you click on the bell in the bottom right corner so when I put out new content, you get a notification right across your phone. Anyhow, guys, this is Desmond with Tips and Tricks. I'm out. Peace. And bye-bye for now. Struggling to learn how to become a successful day trader, or you've been interested in learning how to become a successful Forex day trader, just go to the website right across this video, guys. Take a look at the website, get started with us, and let's help you become a successful independent Forex day trader. Take care and take action.